Leviticus chapter 7. This is the law for the guilt offering. It is especially holy. They are to slaughter the guilt offering in the place where they slaughter the burnt offering, and its blood is to be splashed upon all sides of the altar. He is to offer it all its fat, the fat tail, the fat covering the inner organs, the 2 kidneys, the fat on them near the flanks, and the covering of the liver, which he will remove with the kidneys. The Kohen will make them go up in smoke on the altar as an offering made by fire to Adonai. It is a guilt offering. Every male from a family of Kohanim may eat it. It is to be eaten in a holy place. It is especially holy. The guilt offering is like the sin offering. The same law governs them. It will belong to the Kohen who uses it to make atonement. The Kohen who offers someone's burnt offering will possess the hide of the burnt offering which he has offered. Every grain offering, baked in the oven, cooked in a pot, or fried on a griddle, will belong to the Kohen who offers it, but every grain offering which is mixed with olive oil or is dry will belong to all the sons of Aaron equally. This is the law for sacrificing peace offerings offered to Adonai. If a person offers it for giving thanks, he is to offer it with thanksgiving sacrifice of unleavened cakes mixed with olive oil, matzah spread with the olive oil, and cakes made of fine flour mixed with olive oil and fried. With cakes of leavened bread, he is to present his offering together with the sacrifice of his peace offerings for giving thanks. From each kind of offering, he is to present one as a gift for Adonai. It will belong to the Kohen who splashes the blood of the peace offerings against the altar. The meat of the sacrifice of his peace offerings for giving thanks is to be eaten on the day of his offering. He is not to leave any of it until morning. But if the sacrifice connected with his offering is for a vow or is a voluntary offering, then while it is to be eaten on the day he offers his sacrifice, what remains of it may be eaten the next day. However, what remains of the meat of the sacrifice on the 3rd day is to be burned up completely. If any of the meat of the sacrifice of his peace offerings is eaten on the 3rd day, the sacrifice will neither be accepted nor credited to the person offering it. Rather, it will have become a disgusted thing, and whoever eats it will bear the consequences of his wrongdoing. Meat which touches something unclean is not to be eaten but burned up completely. As for the meat, everyone who is clean may eat it. But a person in a state of uncleanness who eats any meat from the sacrifice of peace offerings made to Adonai will be cut off from his people. Anyone who touches something unclean, whether the uncleanness be from a person, from an unclean animal, or from some other unclean, detestable thing, and then eats the meat from the sacrifice of peace offerings for Adonai, that person will be cut off from his people. Adonai said to Moshe, "Say to the people of Israel, you are not to eat the fat of bulls, sheep, or goats. The fat of animals that die of themselves or are killed by wild animals may be used for any other purpose, but under no circumstances are you to eat it. For whoever eats the fat of animals of the kind used in presenting an offering made by fire to Adonai will be cut off from his people. You are not to eat any kind of blood, whether from birds or animals, in any of your homes. Whoever eats any blood will be cut off from his people." Adonai said to Moshe, "Say to the people of Israel, a person who offers his sacrifice of peace offerings to Adonai is to bring part of his sacrifice of peace offerings as an offering to Adonai. He is to bring with his own hands the offerings for Adonai made by fire. He is to bring the breast with its fat. The breast is to be waved as a wave offering before Adonai. The Kohen is to make the fat go up in smoke on the altar, but the breast will belong to Aaron and his descendants. You are to give the right thigh from your sacrifices of peace offerings to the Kohen as a contribution. The descendant of Aaron, who offers the blood of the peace offerings, is to have the right thigh as his share. For the breast that has been waved and the thigh that has been contributed, I have taken from the people of Israel out of their sacrifices of peace offerings, and given them to Aaron the Kohen and his descendants, as they share forever from the people of Israel. On the day when Aaron and his sons were presented to serve Adonai in the office of Kohen, this portion was set aside for him and his descendants from the offerings for Adonai made by fire. On the day they were anointed, Adonai ordered that this be given to them by the people of Israel. It is their share forever through all their generations. This is the law for the burnt offering, the grain offering, the sin offering, the guilt offering, the consecration offering, and the sacrifice of peace offerings, which Adonai ordered Moshe on Mount Sinai on the day he ordered the people of Israel to present their offerings to Adonai in the Sinai desert.